Welcome to a journey of enlightenment and wisdom, where we explore timeless life lessons from one of history's most profound spiritual teachers, Gautama Buddha. Buddha's teachings transcend cultures and generations, offering guidance on how to navigate the complexities of life. He shared insights that resonate deeply within us, illuminating the path toward inner peace, compassion, and understanding. In a world filled with distractions and uncertainties, the lessons of Buddha remind us of the importance of mindfulness, the power of love and compassion, and the necessity of self-reflection. From the Four Noble Truths to the Noble Eightfold Path, Buddha's wisdom encourages us to seek clarity amidst chaos and to cultivate a life of purpose. Join us as we delve into these life lessons, drawing inspiration from Buddha's teachings to enrich our lives and the lives of those around us. Let us awaken our minds and open our hearts to the profound truths that guide us toward a more meaningful existence. Are you ready to embark on this transformative journey? Let's begin. Today we will learn about Buddha's next life lesson. Right mindfulness, samasati, is the seventh factor of the Noble Eightfold Path in Buddhism, emphasizing the cultivation of continuous awareness and attention to the present moment. It is a crucial practice that forms the foundation for achieving insight, wisdom, and ultimately, liberation from suffering. Right mindfulness involves being fully aware of one's body, feelings, thoughts, and mental states, allowing for a clear and unbiased understanding of reality. The four foundations of mindfulness. Right mindfulness is often practiced through the four foundations of mindfulness, satipatthana, which provide a comprehensive framework for cultivating awareness. These foundations are: 1. Mindfulness of the body, kayanupassana, awareness of bodily activities. This involves paying attention to bodily activities such as walking, standing, sitting, and lying down. By being fully aware of these movements, one can develop a deeper connection with the body and understand its impermanent nature. Mindful breathing, focusing on the breath, is a key practice in mindfulness. By observing the breath as it naturally flows in and out, one can anchor the mind in the present moment and develop concentration. Contemplation of the body's nature. This includes reflecting on the body's impermanence, its material nature, and its eventual decay. This contemplation helps in reducing attachment to the physical form and fosters a sense of detachment and equanimity. 2. Mindfulness of feelings, vedananupassana, awareness of sensations. This foundation involves being aware of the various sensations or feelings that arise in the body and mind, such as pleasure, pain, or neutrality. The key is to observe these sensations without attachment or aversion, recognizing the nature of feelings. Practitioners learn to see feelings as fleeting and impermanent, reducing the tendency to react impulsively to pleasant or unpleasant experiences. This awareness helps in cultivating equanimity and reducing emotional reactivity. 3. Mindfulness of the mind, cittanupassana, observing mental states. This aspect of mindfulness involves observing the state of the mind itself, whether it is calm, agitated, focused, distracted, joyful, or sad. By recognizing these mental states, one can better understand the mind's nature and tendencies. Non-identification with mental states. Instead of identifying with thoughts and emotions, practitioners observe them as passing phenomena. This detachment allows for greater mental clarity and reduces the influence of negative states like anger, greed, or delusion. 4. Mindfulness of mental objects, dhammanupassana. Awareness of thoughts and ideas. This foundation involves observing the thoughts, concepts, and mental objects that arise in the mind. Practitioners pay attention to the content of their thoughts, the underlying motivations, and the mental formations that influence behavior. Contemplation of the Dharma. This includes reflecting on the teachings of the Buddha, such as the Four Noble Truths, the 5 hindrances: desire, ill will, sloth, restlessness, and doubt, and the 7 factors of enlightenment: mindfulness, investigation, energy, joy, tranquility, concentration, and equanimity. By contemplating these teachings, one can develop insight into the nature of reality, the importance of present moment awareness. Right mindfulness is fundamentally about cultivating present moment awareness. This means being fully engaged with whatever is happening right now, without being lost in thoughts about the past or worries about the future. Present moment awareness allows individuals to experience life directly and fully, leading to a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. 1. Reducing mental clutter, letting go of distractions. In our fast-paced world, the mind is often cluttered with distractions, anxieties, and constant mental chatter. Right mindfulness helps in clearing this mental clutter, enabling a calm and focused state of mind, breaking the habit of automatic thinking. Much of our thinking is automatic and habitual, often leading to unnecessary stress and suffering. By practicing mindfulness, one can break free from these automatic patterns and respond to life with greater clarity and intention. 2. Enhancing emotional regulation, mindful awareness of emotions. Right mindfulness allows individuals to observe their emotions without being overwhelmed by them. This awareness helps in recognizing emotions as transient states, reducing the likelihood of being carried away by anger, fear, or sadness, creating space for wise responses. By observing emotions mindfully, individuals create a space between the stimulus, the event that triggers an emotion, and their response. This space allows for more thoughtful and wise reactions rather than impulsive ones. Mindfulness and insight, vipassana. Right mindfulness is closely associated with vipassana, insight, meditation, a practice that aims to develop deep understanding and insight into the nature of reality. Through sustained mindfulness, practitioners can gain insight into the impermanent, unsatisfactory, and non-self nature of all phenomena. This understanding is crucial for overcoming ignorance and achieving liberation. 1. Seeing things as they are, direct experience of reality. Vipassana meditation encourages seeing things as they truly are, beyond the distortions of the mind. This direct experience leads to wisdom, panna, which is essential for spiritual growth. Understanding the 3 characteristics, mindfulness helps practitioners to directly observe the 3 universal characteristics of existence: impermanence, anicca, suffering, dukkha, and non-self, anatta. Recognizing these characteristics leads to a profound transformation in how one relates to the world. 2. The path to liberation, overcoming ignorance. Right mindfulness, combined with right view and right effort, helps in overcoming ignorance, which is the root cause of suffering. By cultivating mindfulness, one can dismantle the delusions that obscure true understanding, realizing nirvana. The ultimate goal of mindfulness practice is the realization of nirvana, a state of liberation and freedom from the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, samsara. Mindfulness is the key tool that allows practitioners to cut through the veils of illusion and experience the ultimate truth. Practical applications of right mindfulness. Right mindfulness is not limited to meditation, it can be integrated into all aspects of daily life. Here's how it can be applied. 1. Mindful eating, awareness of food. Eating mindfully involves paying full attention to the act of eating, savoring the taste, texture, and aroma of the food, and being aware of the body's signals of hunger and fullness. This practice promotes healthy eating habits and a deeper appreciation for the nourishment we receive. 2. Mindful communication, listening and speaking with awareness. Right mindfulness in communication means being fully present when listening to others and speaking with intention and clarity. It reduces misunderstandings and promotes more compassionate and effective interactions. 3. Mindful walking, awareness of movement. Mindful walking involves paying attention to the sensations of the feet touching the ground, the movement of the legs, and the rhythm of the breath. This practice can be done anywhere and helps to bring the mind back to the present moment. 4. Mindful working, focus and presence in tasks. Applying mindfulness at work means fully focusing on the task at hand, whether it's typing an email, attending a meeting, or engaging in creative work. This leads to greater productivity, reduced stress, and a more fulfilling work experience. Challenges in practicing right mindfulness. 1. Distractions and mind wandering. Dealing with a busy mind. One of the biggest challenges in mindfulness practice is dealing with a wandering mind. It's natural for the mind to drift into thoughts about the past or future. The key is to gently bring the mind back to the present moment, without judgment or frustration. Consistency in practice. Maintaining consistent mindfulness practice can be difficult, especially in the face of daily distractions. Establishing a routine, such as a regular meditation schedule, can help in building and sustaining mindfulness. 2. Overcoming resistance, facing uncomfortable emotions. Mindfulness practice often brings up uncomfortable emotions or thoughts that we may have been avoiding. Instead of resisting these experiences, mindfulness encourages us to observe them with compassion and acceptance, patience and persistence. Progress in mindfulness practice can be slow, and it requires patience and persistence. It's important to remember that mindfulness is a lifelong journey, and even small steps forward are valuable. Conclusion: right mindfulness is a powerful practice that enhances awareness, promotes emotional balance, and deepens insight into the nature of reality. By cultivating mindfulness in daily life, individuals can transform their minds, reduce suffering, and move closer to the goal of liberation. Right mindfulness serves as a cornerstone of the Noble Eightfold Path, supporting the development of wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. Through continuous practice, one can achieve a state of inner peace, clarity, and profound understanding, ultimately leading to enlightenment. A short story on right mindfulness. The story of Arjun in the Silent Forest, Indiana. A quiet village nestled at the edge of a vast and ancient forest, there lived a young man named Arjun. He was known for his restless nature, always thinking ahead, worrying about the future, or dwelling on the past. Despite his family's love and the beauty of the village, Arjun often felt disconnected and anxious. One day, while walking near the forest, Arjun encountered an old monk meditating by a stream. The monk sat in complete stillness, his face serene and calm. Intrigued, Arjun approached him and asked, "How can you sit so peacefully?" "My mind is always racing, and I can never find peace." The monk opened his eyes and smiled gently. "The mind is like this stream," he said, pointing to the flowing water. "If you throw stones into it, the water becomes disturbed and cloudy. But if you let it flow naturally, it remains clear and calm." The key to peace is mindfulness, being fully present and aware without allowing your thoughts to disturb the natural flow of your mind. Arjun was curious but uncertain. "How can I learn to do this?" he asked. The monk invited Arjun to join him in the forest for a week-long retreat, promising to teach him the practice of right mindfulness. Eager to find peace, Arjun agreed. The next morning, they entered the forest together. The monk led Arjun to a secluded spot deep within the woods. "Here," the monk said, "we will practice mindfulness in everything we do, walking, eating, sitting, even breathing." The forest will be our guide. At first, Arjun struggled. His mind wandered constantly. As they walked, he thought about his unfinished work, his worries about the future, and past mistakes. During meals, he barely tasted the food. Lost in his thoughts. Even sitting in silence was a challenge as his mind buzzed with distractions, but the monk patiently guided him. When your mind wanders, simply notice it and gently bring your attention back to the present moment, he advised. Feel the earth beneath your feet, the taste of your food, the rhythm of your breath. This is mindfulness, being fully aware and present in each moment. Over the days, Arjun began to notice subtle changes. He started to feel the coolness of the morning air on his skin, the softness of the forest floor beneath his feet, and the rich flavors of the simple meals they shared. He noticed the sounds of the forest, the rustling leaves, the distant call of birds, the gentle murmur of the stream. With practice, Arjun's mind grew calmer. He learned to observe his thoughts without being swept away by them, just as he would watch a leaf float down the stream without trying to catch it. He realized that his thoughts were like clouds passing through the sky, temporary and ever-changing. One afternoon, as they sat by the stream, the monk asked, "What do you see when you look at this water?" Arjun watched the stream for a moment. "I see the water flowing steadily, clear and calm. It reflects the sky and the trees, but it doesn't hold on to anything." The monk nodded. "And what about your mind?" Arjun smiled. "My mind is becoming like the stream, clearer, more peaceful. I still have thoughts, but I don't cling to them as I did before. I feel more connected to the world around me, and the anxiety I once felt is fading." The monk placed a hand on Arjun's shoulder. "This is the fruit of right mindfulness. By being fully present and aware, you create space for peace and understanding to grow. Remember, mindfulness is not just a practice for meditation but for every moment of your life." When the week ended, Arjun returned to his village. The world seemed different to him. Though nothing had changed. He still had responsibilities and challenges, but he now approached them with a calm and focused mind. He no longer rushed through his days or got lost in worries about the future. Instead, he lived each moment fully, with a deep sense of peace and presence. Arjun's transformation did not go unnoticed. His family and friends saw the change in him and were inspired by his newfound tranquility. When they asked him what had changed, Arjun shared the teachings of the monk and the practice of right mindfulness. In time, Arjun became a guiding light for others, helping them cultivate mindfulness in their own lives. He would often return to the forest to refresh his practice, always grateful for the wisdom he had gained. The forest had become his sanctuary, a place where he could reconnect with the present moment and maintain the clarity of his mind. And so, Arjun lived a life of mindful awareness, his mind as clear and calm as the stream that once flowed through the silent forest. He found that true peace was not something to be sought in the future or found in the past but something to be cultivated in each present moment. His story became a testament to the power of right mindfulness, inspiring others to live with greater awareness, peace, and connection to the world around them. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the timeless wisdom of Buddha. We've explored profound life lessons that offer us a deeper understanding of suffering, the nature of our desires, and the path to true inner peace and liberation. The Four Noble Truths teach us to recognize and accept the reality of suffering, to understand its origins, and to believe in the possibility of its end. By following the Noble Eightfold Path, we can cultivate a life of mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom, leading us to profound inner transformation and lasting happiness. Remember, these teachings are not just ancient philosophies but practical guides for our everyday lives. Whether it's through right understanding, right action, or right mindfulness, each step we take on this path brings us closer to a state of balance and serenity. As we conclude, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each of you for your time, attention, and openness to these teachings. Your willingness to learn and grow is the first step towards a more enlightened and peaceful existence. Thank you for being a part of this journey. If you found value in these lessons, please share them with others who might benefit. Together, we can spread the light of wisdom and compassion in our world. Until next time, may you walk your path with mindfulness and may your life be filled with peace and joy. Namaste.